at the beginning that you would be doing this for 30 years?
No, I never had a clue. Honestly, it wasn't even a goal in life. My biggest goal in life 30 years ago was to have a nice shop with a concrete floor and still have the biggest truck, but I never thought it would go as far as it has. And, what can I say, man, it is a goal.
This all started by accident, sort of. You had a truck and the truck didn't show up and it got...
Yeah, well, and there was even, there's a little story before that, but, the name Gravedigger was created by me working for this wealthy family, this farm outfit, and me and the son were kind of growing up together. He was always the cocky guy with all the money and had all the big, nice, shiny trucks, and I built my own truck with these tractor tires on it to more or less bully him around. And he'd come into the granary one morning running his mouth at me. We got in a mouth fight with a few choice words. I told him I'd take this truck and I'll dig you a grave, and I took a can of spray paint and I put Gravedigger on the side of it. And that's the old truck sitting right over here. That was in the beginning. That was from 30 years ago. And that is a $75 paint job. Today we're standing here in the truck with a $12,000 paint job, but that's how the Gravedigger name got started. And then it went on to, I went to this place, this guy had a monster truck, first monster truck in the Tidewater area, was going to crush cars, didn't make it, broke on this little test thing that they'd done, then they just backed out, said we can't crush the cars. So I'm going to be the hometown hero and go, I can crush the cars. Check this out, look at old Gravedigger. So I bring my old battle truck out and I crush the cars, and then it was history from there.
You have 4 kids, right? You have 3 boys and a girl? Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
So you were pretty much the coolest dad ever to bring to career day.
Yeah, I was, but you know what? I missed a lot of my kids' stuff. It's like, sometimes I'm just envy of other fathers and other parents because they come see me, they bring their kids out, and some of the kids, I remember one time, this little kid looked up at me and he goes, Adam and Ryan, because he'd seen them on the big Diamond Vision. They were little, I was playing go-karts with them. He said, Adam and Ryan is the most luckiest kids in the world to have a dad like you. And I thought to myself, no, you guys are lucky because your dad went to your soccer game, went to your school plays, and he's got you here at Monster Jam. I was there at Monster Jam. My kids were in school. They had to stay home. But those times are gone. They're out on the road to a second generation. These guys are racing with me now.
Yeah, that's exciting to have a whole family business built out of it now. So
yeah.
Now, as far as the Monster Jam back then, or what it was like back then, how has it transformed over the past 30 years?
Back in the beginning, if you just crawled over top of 2 cars, mashed the roof down and broke the glasses, you were the biggest hero. Everybody cheered. If you came into Raymond James Stadium or a big stadium and done that today, they would boo you and throw popcorn on you. You have to jump 25, 30 feet in the air, and and we got all these big obstacles. And plus the trucks from back then to where we are today, we're talking about a $265,000, $285,000 truck compared to an old, in the beginning it was a $1,500 truck, then it was $20,000. So the innovation of monster trucks has come a long way.
Yeah. And what about the popularity of it? It's still great. I mean, people still love it. So I
know, and you say they still love it. It's like there's generation after generation. I have 3 generations of family coming to me now, working on the 3rd generation. So, but back in the day, it was the good old guy. I was the good old guy. I was the farmland boy. That was the people that came to us through the tractor pulling, through then the early days of monster trucking. Now we have all walks of people. I call them the white collar, concrete crews and city slickers. The kids turn mom and dad into fans. That's where we are today, and they love it. Once the family comes and they come to a big stadium event like we do here in Florida, they are absolutely hooked. It is good stuff because there's something out there for the little girl to like, there's something for mom to like, there's something for dad, there's something for everybody to like with Monster Jam now, because it is truly one of the biggest and the best motorsport entertainment shows on earth.
It is. And what are you thinking, now when you're in the truck, what are you thinking when you're completely vertical and you're flying all over the place?
I just hope that the wheels stay on it so I can keep going. I want to thrill the fans, and I don't want them to forget me when I leave the stadium.
Is it a total adrenaline rush? I mean, what do you feel?
It is. I'm telling you right now, it is a total adrenaline rush. I would get out of that truck and I felt like I chased it all around the floor. I would be absolutely out of breath because of my adrenaline and just going. But it's you know, I've been doing it 30 years, and I still get that same adrenaline rush. It's crazy. The fans are the ones that they make me nervous. You know, my fans make me nervous because I don't want to fail. I want this truck to rock the house. I want my fans to love me. You know, and I just my biggest fear is breaking the truck and not getting the job done.
Now, every time you go out there and you do break the truck, how long is it to put it back together, and how much of a problem is that?
Well, actually, that's the crew. That's the crew behind the scenes. Sometimes they can fix the thing in 20 minutes, and then there's sometimes it takes them a week till the next weekend to get it done.
All right. Well, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Appreciate it.